Good morning, everyone. This is Jen Espinosa-Goswami, and you might hear some background noise because I am coming to you live from my hotel in New Orleans, and you notice there's a bit of vegetation, there's a lovely courtyard. I just felt compelled to come and talk to you this morning because it's a beautiful morning and I'm the only one awake in my family. And it's about that time of year, right? It's New Year's resolution time. You've already opened your Christmas gifts and things are going well for you. But many of you may be feeling pressure to have all of the answers when it comes to that New Year's resolution. I'm sure you've heard before that, 70%, 80% of people who make a resolution never achieve the resolution. And maybe you've experienced that in your past as well. Maybe you've made resolutions before and they died out a slow and torturous death by February, March, or whatever. And you felt a certain way about that, right? When you set out to accomplish something and it doesn't happen, that really kind of hits you hard, right? It makes you feel bad. But one of the things that I feel that a lot of people are under the impression that they need to do is have a plan. And I can't tell you how many people have, advertised and said, oh, get your 2017 planner, get it all planned, get it all written down. While I strongly encourage the use of writing in order as a tool to accomplishing your goals, because writing things down does help you accomplish your goals, I feel that many of us focus on the wrong things when we write things down. We focus on the to-dos, on the nitty-gritty, on the this is what I'm going to do day in and day out, and that will create burnout for you. I know it does for me. I do have some to-do lists on my phone. I do have some ways that I track the business objectives that I want to accomplish, but you have to think a little bit broader than that when it comes to your New Year's resolutions, because you have a whole year, right? It's not just 2 weeks, it's not just one day, it's not just a month, it's a year. You have a full year to accomplish whatever your goal is, and you absolutely can accomplish it. But I'm coming to you today from New Orleans, the Crescent City, because I want to share with you that it's okay. It's okay if you don't know exactly how you're going to get to your goal. It's important to start with a goal, but not knowing how to get there is part of the fun, right? Because you can reach out to someone who can help you out. There are folks like me who are health coaches. There are other folks who can help you with goal achievement. In general, goal achievement is a process, and I help walk my clients through that process like all the time. And it's not just a matter of how you eat and how you move and all that sort of thing, because that's just the nitty-gritty, and we all know the nitty-gritty, right? We're not stupid. We know what we need to accomplish. We know how we need to accomplish it. The problem is those days when we're just not motivated, right? All of us can start January 1st and say, yes, I've got this. And then January 2nd, we're like, yeah, I got this. January 3rd, we're like, maybe I got this. January 4th, we're like, oh, do I still got this? January 5th, life happens, right? It's gonna happen. And that's why when you write down the nitty-gritty and the very exact details of what you're intending to do, you fall by the wayside, because there's no way on earth a single one of us can accomplish every little thing on our to-do list. That will create frustration, it'll create overwhelm, it'll create you deciding not to follow through on your resolution because you think that what you wrote down is the only way you can accomplish your goals, and that's not true. So I would like to invite you to a different way of creating a resolution. And it's not one of those, I'm going to get fit or I'm going to lose weight or any of that sort of thing. There are different ways to create resolutions, and there are more effective ways to do that. But first of all, it needs to start with you. It needs to start with your reasons and your motivations and why it's important to you. So if you're not able to get to that point, you may never accomplish your resolutions, especially not if you're writing down every single little detail of what you need to do. Don't write down the details. Sometimes figuring it out as you go along will help you rather than hurt you. I know that I had to figure out a lot of things as I was going along. When you set out to lose weight, for me, I had about 125 pounds to lose. And if I wrote down everything I was supposed to do at my highest weight, it wouldn't have been the right path for me to take as I was losing weight, because the things you need to do as you're losing and as you're reaching your milestones are different. They change. So you need to be flexible, you need to be adaptable in your approach. But I got sidetracked. Let me tell you a little bit about the anti-resolution that I have for you. So as I mentioned, it has to do with awareness and creating confidence in yourself. Because yes, there are plenty of wonderful programs out there with millions of testimonials of people who have accomplished amazing things. Those people are not you. and they are usually the best case results. They may even be inflated a little bit. It's not your typical results, right? You'll see the fine print at the bottom saying, not your typical results, or taken from case studies, or what have you. So thinking that you can meet that sort of expectation will set you up for failure and feeling horrible. So where I come in is I have a new challenge. It's called 5 Days to Body Bliss. And what it is it helps you create confidence and cultivate awareness around your habits today. Because you can't change your tomorrow unless you understand where you are today. And this challenge is about body bliss because I do not believe that we should kill ourselves to get to our goal. And if you think you should, then go ahead and stop listening to this and stop commenting and liking and sharing this video, because I want you to feel good every day, not just someday when you reach your goal. I want you to feel good today. And if you don't resonate with that, totally cool. I respect you. You need to go on your own way and find a plan that works for you. I don't want to drive you into the ground. I don't want you to feel horrible about yourself today. I don't want you to feel like you can only appreciate who you are and what you've accomplished so far once you've reached a certain size or a certain weight, because that's not the way life works. And I know that because I've lost 100 pounds and I've gained weight. I've gone through a couple pregnancies. I've gone through surgery. So I know how that works. You know, if you put yourself up to these perfectionistic ideals, you're gonna only hurt yourself. You're gonna make yourself feel like less than you are, and you should not feel less than you are. So let me tell you a little bit about the 5 Days to Body Bliss challenge. It's a completely free challenge. There's no money involved. It's just pure bliss delivered to your email inbox every day. You'll have a specific takeaway action that you will take action on, and you can share what you're intending to do with that action in a closed Facebook group. So you don't have to worry about anyone just randomly searching on Facebook and seeing you sharing, you know, your deepest takeaways on this particular Body Bliss challenge. It's a closed group. Only people who ask to be invited can join this group. So that's where you share your takeaways. But every day in your email, you get actionable steps that you can take to increase your confidence, to eat for energy management, not for calories, not for counting, not for points, not for carbs, for energy. You need energy to get through your life. You also put the fun back in fitness. You know, a lot of us think, oh, I'm going to join the Y, I'm going to join the gym, and then we check it off our list, or we're like, well, I need to go 12 times to get reimbursed by insurance. That's not motivating. That's not fun. That's like, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I don't want you to be there. I want you to find the fun back in fitness. And then we also talk about awareness. Like I said, you can't change your tomorrow unless you understand what you're doing today. You must start with yourself, not with something outside of you, with yourself. And awareness is something that you can do very easily in just a few small steps. So don't feel like it's like, oh, I got to dig deep and I got to go see a therapist, I got to see a psychologist. Forget all that crap. You know yourself better than anyone else if you can only put yourself in front of a mirror and see exactly what's going on there. That's creating awareness. And finally, I talk about motivation, because the number one thing my clients struggle with, and I do work privately with clients, this challenge taps into, it's like a taste test of what I work with my clients on privately. But my private clients often tell me that, Jen, I know what I need to do, I know how to do it, but I just can't stay motivated. I'll do it for a certain amount of time and then I just fall off the bandwagon, right? I mean, all of us have fallen off the bandwagon. I know I have. There are times when I travel, there are times when I'm stressed, when my father was ill, when my daughter was ill. All of us go through times in life when we're just not motivated, and that's natural. That's okay, that's what we all go through. But during the course of this challenge, our final day is all about motivation and how to motivate yourself from inside. Because once you tap into your internal motivation, there's nothing on earth that will stop you. I guarantee it. That's how I was able to lose 100 pounds. I'll share a little bit more of that with you in the challenge. But I'd love for you to join my challenge, because it's not really a resolution. It's kind of like an anti-resolution or a preparation to get you where you need to go before you jump into any sort of program. Because there are many programs out there, and I totally respect if you have a certain program you want to join. But I do feel that you need to start with yourself, and you need to start with a good foundation of acknowledging and appreciating where you are today, because I'm sure you've accomplished a lot in your life, and I'm sure you're an amazing person. You wouldn't be if you weren't watching this video. So this challenge is going to really help you cultivate and appreciate who you are today so that you can work on your better tomorrow. So please join the 5 Days of Body Bliss Challenge. And currently I'm in bliss right now because it's 70 degrees here in New Orleans. There's no snow. It's very humid, but it's very beautiful. And there's so much culture and beautiful things out here. I am so grateful that I get to be in New Orleans for Christmas with my family and my dog too. Betsy's with us. Excuse me, there's a swimming pool, there's free breakfast, there's all sorts of yummy seafood. I mean, I'm very grateful for where I am, and I couldn't have come here if I hadn't determined that I would be serving clients like you in the 5 Days of Body Bliss Challenge. So join the challenge. Let me know in the comments below this video if you have any questions, if you want to learn more. If you want to learn more about how I can help you privately, I offer a free 30-minute consultation where we figure out where you are today and whether my coaching can help you get to your tomorrow. But regardless of that, whether you join me or not, I do encourage you to join the 5 Days of Body Bliss Challenge. It's 5 days. Who can't manage 5 days, right? Where you can feel peaceful, calm, not overwhelmed, and exactly where you need to be today. Thank you for joining me here live from New Orleans, and I hope you have a happy New Year and a wonderful time making that New Year's resolution stick this year for good. Talk to you soon.